Hello everyone, welcome back to MLP Online. This is the Platinum Conversation on the Women's Month. Welcome guys. As Nina knows good kahle, women take good care of us. Niyangibona ngimuhle kanjani? Fakene makeup because of women. So Buffett, we need to ensure we nurture these people. They are lovely, they are our mothers, they are our sisters, they are our girlfriends, they are our wives. Let's respect them. It's 12 months in a year. 12 months is nothing, Buffett. Every month, Bapata Kren, August, we make it special. Mother's Day, we make it special. Their birthday, we make it special. Today, we've got another woman. Phenomenal woman. So follow us on the handles that you see on the screen. And let's have a platinum conversation with Zanele Sibiya. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Shapu kunjani?
I'm well, thank you.
Zanele
Thank you
Sibiya.
so much. Wow.
Eish, wena.
Thank you very much.
So tell us about yourself. Who are you?
Well, Zanele Sibiya.
Sure.
Everybody calls me Za. Apparently my names are too long.
Zanele is too long.
Yeah. But to Zanele, you know the parables of Zanele.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm a young entrepreneur. I'm not going to sell my age. I'm a young entrepreneur, originally from Mamelodi, but I've relocated to the west of Pretoria, KwaDritsville. I am a food and beverage manager by profession.
So a chef.
A chef.
Okay.
A healer by calling.
So ukoko.
Togos.
We are born in Dabazan. Asqhubeke.
Clear view, HD. By passion, I am an events manager.
Okay.
And I believe actually that I'm an aspiring PR and marketing guru. I'm an artist manager. I'm a small business developer. And I'm a life coach.
All those things
All those things.
in this dynamite.
Jack of all trades, master of maybe two.
I will. And then what are you mastering?
Well, because by profession, I'm a food and beverage manager / chef. And I am a Togoza by Kinalicy.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's why I get master too.
And just briefly tell us, when did it all start? And maybe focus on the two that you say you are a professional on. And let's get to the entertainment industry as well. When did it all start? Entertainment industry, I'm very interested in that.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to know specifically, what do you do in the entertainment industry?
Okay, you asked where did it all start. I started cooking when I was 9. I was raised by my maternal grandparents, as well as my uncle, who happened to be in the hospitality industry as well. So obviously I'll follow in his footsteps because he's the only person I hang out with. So Nana le shopo ko Maseko ko Mamelodi, where he sold food. He's well known for some kind of notorious things, but then he outgrew them. Batoba mitiga brainga fuko Mamelodi.
Okay.
And then well, Hatlobula Shopo, he needed assistance, but he needed like little assistance, like you know, things that irritate all the people, but he knows that as a child I'll be like enticed by wanting to know. Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's when I started cooking. When I was 9 years, he started teaching me how to cook akitara. 11, he opened the shop. And then I fell in love with cooking. And then when I was in varsity, I wanted to study political sciences because but then my sister was like, my oldest sister, she was like, look, because I'll qualify, I qualify and I'll go breach. I don't like wasting my time. Go study this, and then you'll convert whatever. Once you're done, you'll convert. I'll assist you. And I was like, okay.
So just have education.
You understand?
You'll actually bridge it in with whatever you're going to do.
Yeah. So I went to UJ my first year. I studied food and beverage management with the Kurzner unit of hospitality, with the School of Tourism and Hospitality. Yeah, the Kurzner unit of hospitality. Yeah, same thing. UJ. And then I fell in love. And then I was like, nah, I'm not leaving here. Because I realized that the many things, it's basically a management course with culinary in it. So cooking is a component of it.
So what you do in the entertainment industry is you cook. Is that what you're telling me?
That's how I got into the entertainment industry. I maneuvered. Now, I started cooking. I started having little pop-up restaurants where I'd take my gazebo, my table, my food, and I would pop up and then I'd be like, okay. But then I see gray areas of event organizers, and I'm like to myself, I've got a background because my family also, my aunt, my maternal aunt, she was into events as well. Naira catering le Morris Road, but eventually she became one of the event organizers, and I used to also shadow her a lot because how lady holiday seeing Mam hula how man ariyeng bana ba ka rin somewhere, and then you see all these things that all these people are doing, and I'm like to myself, because I've got a background and I've been around this space, let me get into, and then I fell in love, like genuinely. I would sit down, kibule buka, go on the internet, I'd research, and I'd be like, but these people are doing this, and it is factual that things should be done like this. Why not intervene and let them know that, hey, I want to be in events, and my contribution to events will be doing the research and doing the rectification of all the gray areas. And that's how I got into events. And then I used to work for an event organizing company by Vita Fresh Fam Entertainment. Now they're known as Fresh Fam Agency.
Okay.
And then when I left them, because they were too small, there wasn't really much room for growth, I started working for Dino Entertainment. Now, these are the people that host Dino Cafe in Mamelodi, the annual Dino Cafe. But
What things? Dino gets to about 20,000 people. Are you there?
I'm there.
What do you do for Dino Cafe?
Everything. I'm an assistant manager solely because I fit into every single department of Dino Cafe. When I got there, they didn't really know what departmentalization was until I said to them, let's break everything down so we can compile a team and have different areas of expertise, because if one person does all these things, it's a problem. But now I'm that one person that does everything.
Imbogodo. Guys,
know?
guys, can you see that she saw an opportunity? She started as a caterer. Beggars pegela ngikaze boyake abone opportunity ukuthi, but these events lack something. Angena phakathi. Dino Cafe, 20,000 people. She does everything. She's the assistant manager, which is very good. Zanele, I just want us to get somewhere. COVID in the entertainment industry is shy. Kakhulu, not kancane. How has it affected you personally?
Personally, on an emotional level, because obviously when you do something that you really, really like, the more you go is the more you grow.
Yeah.
So now once everything came to a standstill, it is very painful because you stop seeing all these faces that you used to. You stop doing everything. Ahuna drive, like that bus stands still, the engine. Gasket, top gasket.
I will.
Ke engine the eventing scene. Like because we depend on people opening their doors and going out. And now we are being told to close doors and lock them and stay inside.
And you get your energy from people. You sound like you are.
And I get
the one person that more phakathi kwabantu nje.
Energies talk. Look, I like seeing people happy. And I know that there's three things. I believe that there's three things on earth that make people happy. It's music, it's food, and it's love.
And COVID has affected all of
what?
Financially, are you affected in COVID?
Obviously. Like, yo, guys, there's no money. Like,
there's nothing.
That's a very sensitive topic.
But has it affected your creative juices? You are in the creative space, and that's something that you always need to keep doing.
It has, ne? But I like how it affected my creative juices. It has taught me to really fall in love with what I'm doing, because if you fall in love with what you're doing for money, it's a problem.
Okay.
But if you are passion driven, then where there's an absenteeism of money, you won't lack passion.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So I know that when I'm at home sitting alone, I'm brainstorming, I'm recreating things. I know when COVID is done, I know I have a solid plan.
Okay.
It is because that thing in me, the ambition is not driven by money. It's driven by other elements other than money, because COVID stopped money, honestly speaking. It stopped people from going out and spending money so that we can earn an income.
Okay.
So,
what are you doing differently now with COVID? I'm asking that because only internet, people are doing live streams or people are doing whatever with internet. What is that you're doing differently? Because now you can't go out to people. Because you can't just stay and not do anything.
Research and engaging with people. We haven't stopped marketing our brand, because ultimately, when you have an event, you are growing a particular brand. So even if it is not the peak of your season, it's teaching us that marketing is a continuous cycle. You don't stop.
Yeah.
And no matter what circumstances can dictate, you need to continue marketing your brand because your brand doesn't die. Anything on earth can die, but your brand never dies. So the moment you die, your brand dies. So if you're not passion driven, you die and your brand dies.
Guys, we are learning here. We're learning. Number one, money is not everything. Passion will take you far. And another thing, now that COVID, you do your research and you ensure what you are ready so that post-COVID, right? And brand is everything. You always need to work on yourself. Work on yourself, work on your company, work on your brand. We're still going to learn more. La, boy. Za, in the entertainment industry, I want us to take out COVID. As a woman, I'm sure you know, Gucci, mostly in the industry, women are administrators. It's either you will be managing artists or you will be doing PR, but it's rare that you see women in front. Over like Dino cafe, you know what I mean? Over like MLP, unana lele, unana muzi, whatever. Where do you think women are heading in the industry?
You know, it takes a lot of confidence. Firstly, I want to tell women that they must not be in a shell because men will never listen to you unless you have confidence. I am the only female in that team.
Well,
There are plus minus 10, 11 people who are part of the management team, and I'm the only female.
and young.
Young.
Yeah.
You know? So my biggest challenge is being heard, but I articulate myself in such a way that they listen to me. Firstly, men are intimidated by long messages. On a paragraph.
I feel.
So when...
Let's get to the point.
It works to our advantage, especially in the industry that I'm in. For them to hear me, I introduce myself properly. I say, to whom it may concern, I hope this finds you in mint condition. They will take you seriously. Mint, yes.
Meaning? What is mint condition?
I hope you're okay. I hope you're well. I hope you're...
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Then they'll continue to read.
Okay.
It takes a lot to really position yourself where you want to be listened to because it's very hard, trust me. And sometimes Thomas, it's not about that. It's about the things that I identify as a female because not all males are empaths. Not all males are sympathetic. I put myself in the position of the next person and I identify the gray areas. I know, listen, at the end of the day, whether you think you executed a great event or not, the customer is always right. So if I'm not going to be satisfied with something that I give to myself, the next person I can say, so that is where I fit in. They trust me to make all that judgment.
So you become the female customer.
I became the female customer.
On the product, you ensure which women will be happy with the product before it goes out to the people.
Not only women, but our customers.
Okay.
Overall, like I listen, also I'm very attentive. Men don't know how to stand still and listen. I can be a bypasser who is hearing an argument of two people at the gate, for example. You know, gatekeeping and gate management is a challenge. I pick up and I take notes. Men don't have time for those things. So that is where I fit in this team and in this industry. I fill in the gaps that men leave. And they don't realize that they need a female on their team because they think, doesn't work like that. You need females. You need females to get there and be that mother that you can't be to yourself. Basadi ba na le likho le leng lena lona.
Ke a utlwa ba. A re bolela ka leadership. A la tshwana fela hona mo fela as administrators in the event. Where do you think, what would it take for women to actually be in the forefront? How will like eventing or anything like that? About event, what would it take? Because now what you say makes a lot of sense. You guys are good organizers. You guys know this should happen when, and then what is anything you guys fit in. But I don't like a leadership, honorable. What would it take?
What would it take?
Now, I want you to tell a young lady or whoever at home, it's possible, but it takes so much to get there.
It really takes a lot, honestly speaking. It takes a lot. It takes a lot of confidence and it takes a lot of reasoning.
Okay.
And you need to be strategic about your reasoning because, it's a challenge.
It's a challenge.
Oh, this is a very big challenge because let me tell you something. It took a lot for these people to hear me. I needed to present myself in such a way that, one, they thought I was professional because they've never had it before. This is something they wouldn't do for themselves. So I presented myself in such a way that I knew it would grab their attention because they've never had it before. So it takes a lot of research also to know how to bring whatever you want to bring to the table and to strategically approach these people. Because at first, we were outsourced. I never used to work for them. I was once outsourced from a company that rendered the entertainment services to Dino Cafe. But they liked what they got. And I approached them alone. And I said, listen, this is what I can offer you. And then they were like, yeah, previously we got this and she was great. How's about we put her in? So you lure your way in by selling them something that they've never even had before. That's how women win. You bring something different to the table. You need to be unique. And you need to be convincing. I'm very loud. I'm a good orator and I speak. And I say, like...
I agree with you.
Yeah.
So guys, you see, difficult as it may be, it is possible. It is possible. Now when you see an opportunity, present yourself. Be confident, do your research. Challenging more industry. Challenges and highlights. Obviously, you've had successes more. Whether you are home alone, looking at the ceiling or maraki. What are the highlights and what are the challenges more feeling or more? I just want to give up this industry or this thing is not for me. Entertainment, that is.
Yeah. The one thing I've learned is that you can never host a perfect event.
Okay.
You can perfect something this year and get it wrong the next time. Because there are certain aspects of eventing that you can't control and you can't change. Because you outsource things. There's elements of eventing that aren't damaged by you, but the damage is looked at on you. So the biggest challenge in eventing that I know of is gatekeeping and security. Because look, re tshepile di number. Re tshepile di number because we know the number di kisazaka. And then once there's a problem at the gate, there's no money. Once there's a problem with people that we trust, there's no money. Once there's a problem with accreditation, there's no money. After that, artist management.
Yeah.
Because you deal with different people on different scales. And it's not even by choice. But as artists, it's very hard to humble yourself as an artist.
You deal with different characters.
And it's challenging for us because when we approach you as people that are scouting artists. We don't expect to get these challenges. Once we have these challenges, and the Hegre challenge from scouting to negotiating to booking to confirming and to dealing with your artist or hospitality rider, it's a challenge. It can mess everything up because if an artist is not happy, we can't have a successful event. That will publicly humiliate us. Do you understand? So we have to try our best to keep composed, no matter the demands, no matter the tantrums thrown by the artist. We just need to act like, you know what, it's fine. We'll let it pass.
But what are the things that, after all those challenges, you feel, Ora, right again, despite man? You must feel proud about something. What are those?
You know, no matter the challenges, but when people walk out of your event or the venue and you see a mess on the floor, you're like, this is it.
Yeah.
We've done it. Because at Dino Cafe, tlhakatlhakano ya re thabisa. Because re buka ma CPF ama 27. Ka boshufru, we realized that we need 35. That is how we know that we planned, we executed, and we overachieved. Because we need more hands to help us get rid of whatever it is that we need to get rid of.
That's great to hear. Every business, this is not about eventing only. There are challenges all the time. And you cannot do something right today and think that tomorrow it's still right. But you need to vuku as a daughter. Ubangen. Zanele, as a woman, there are a lot of things that are happening in the country. Gender-based violence. We are on lockdown, and what we hear horrible stories. What do you think men need to hear, or what do you think men need to do to actually treat women better? I'm a man, and I'm also counting myself on it. And we are all should work together to ensure with this GBV we win this battle. What is it that you think we should do differently?
You know, when anyone starts to travel their journey of wanting to get into a particular industry, everybody tells you that you become what you attract. Now, it's true. Look, I'm an energy person. I believe in energies, and I believe that there's too many damaged men that are in denial of healing. And it is very unfortunate that most men find themselves damaging women that love them more the most. Meaning, hore mosadi ha o rata sa o irele selo, a sa o cross, a sa o iringi, o mo hate, a o itse mo hate ke eng? You're so damaged that you feel that you are undeserving of so much love. You even ask yourself, where does all this, anything that is foreign to you, you don't accept it. So you want to ruin it, you want to hurt it. That is why monna haka ruhiwa ko starateng o tlo nyoko betha monna ola o itse why it is foreign kanyatsiwa. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I hear what
so it's more of an in-depth thing. Men need to heal. They're suffering from something that is making them ruin us so much that they're not realizing the loss that is at the back of everything. Because they lose everything. They lose women that love them. They lose women to death even. Imagine somebody turning into something that can't return. Because and then they say to themselves, okay, she'll come back. Of which they're right, because we love them so much, blindly so, that we go back. But the moment you kill someone, what is it in you that drove you to think that it's okay for you to take somebody's life? Is it a lack of love? Is it a lack of healing? Is that a lack of understanding that you are deserving? So that is why sometimes you need to understand that some people go through things on different scales for different reasons. And it has absolutely nothing to do with you. If I hurt you, it's not what you do to me. It's everything that is inside of me that I can't express. And I feel physically if I hurt you, it'll be an expressive behavior.
So what can you tell me? Just a message to men. Should we go heal? Should we go look for the things that are eating us inside for us to be like this?
They need to be open to confronting themselves, sitting with themselves and telling themselves that they are human. Because in all honesty, men are raised to keep quiet. Men are raised to be superheroes. So the moment you get into a relationship, you'll view yourself as what you were raised as. Invariably, you will view yourself as, if you were treated as trash, you'll think you're trash. If you were treated as a piece of gold, you'll treat whatever you come across as a piece of gold. You will attract what you are. So if kamahara au sharp, uto banangare lo tsotlha sharp.
Ne.
And e le hore re sharp rena. Masadi arna flopo. And then you turn us into monsters. Like, you damage society so much based on fixable things.
We need help. We need help. You see, you need to love yourself for you to love the next person. That is the message. Katle, nobody or no one will help you unless when you take a stand and ensure when this is right. Zanele, on a lighter note, you spoke about a lot of things. Go, business development, you are on the entertainment industry. where do you find time to do all these things? Wait.
Discipline. Psychological discipline.
Kanjani.
You need to tell yourself. Come go or something is achievable. You need to tell yourself that, look, planning and managing yourself in such a way that you have discipline to distribute your time equally to all the things that need attention. And you're human. You need to be gentle with yourself. You need to love yourself. Don't overfeed yourself. Don't put too much on your plate. Because the moment you put too much on your plate, it will be too much to stomach. And if you can't stomach things, it's a problem. So do not overfeed yourself. Do not plan your things properly. And overly discipline. If this is not part of my agenda, I won't do it. If overspending is not part of your budget, you don't do it. So you must treat yourself like that. Then you'll possibly, I'm not saying you'll perfect it, you'll possibly get it right. Because we all know, we live because we are on a journey of self-discovery. We can never get anything perfectly right. But it's worth a try. Imperfect perfection is worth a try.
Okay. Hey guys, I feel like I need to pay school fees here. I'm learning. And I hope you guys are also learning at home. More is to come, guys. Dino Zanele. Za, Awushu, do you feel you have enough support from your community or the government or peers in the industry to push you to your limits? Because you sound like you are somebody who's going very far.
Look, I'm very ambitious, but not everybody will believe in your ambition. That is why you need to love yourself enough to tell yourself that, look, I'm going to make it. And that's how you make it. Because 7 days ago, I didn't know I'd be in this position. Mm-hmm. Today, I don't know where I'll be in 7 days' time. But it is because of ambition and telling myself that I can do things. I can break boundaries. I can go beyond my boundaries that put me here. Because I can't fold my arms. It will never fall in the palm of my hand. I need to fetch it. I need to be known. I need to make noise. People need to know that I exist in order for them to know that there's something that I'm capable of doing. I can't just sit and then people and sniff and say, oh, kana mudimu wirile Zanele. No. You need to go out there. You need to be a go-getter. You need to push doors. If you knock on a door and you hear that there's people on the other side of the door and they're laughing at you, you need to break that door, push it. And you know what? Yeah. But not to put do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I do with everything that I put my hands on. I believe that anything and everything that I put my hands on will turn to gold. So if I go digging, if I go to mining, I'm going to go in and I'm going to dig for the gold that I want. Not the gold that everybody is waiting to surface to the ground. Happily ignite something in me, that thing. I'll probably like an events presenter.
Wait, Naman.
Yeah.
Once again, you can't share so much wisdom and not advise a young Zanele at home or a young Tembi at home to be, okay, the advice that you think you would have got earlier, had you gotten that advice earlier, where would you be? So I want you to personalize this one and talk to the young people at home. How?
Look, there's many doors to knock on. And never think that when a door is not being opened to you, it's a failure. It's not. Not everyone is for you, but you'll be valued where you need to be valued. So keep knocking on those doors, and one day, trust me, when the time is right, God will make it happen. And there's a lot of opportunities out there. Keep knocking on doors. Don't stop. From the moment you are born, you need to be living a purpose-driven life. Irrespective of the people that you come across, irrespective of the enemy that tries to pull you down, you are not destined for being pulled down. You're destined for greatness, and approach the people that you want. If you feel that I need to help you, approach me. Knock on my door. Trust and best believe that I'll open it for you. That's the person that I am. So yes, confidence. Be confident about anything and everything that you want to get into, and knock on those doors, because no one will ever know what you're capable of until you try to let them know who you really are.
Yazwa, lwela, valiwe or kwenzakalani, ngena ntombazana, nawe bhuti, ungasalele emuva. Ejo, urifile playlist man, top 10. Ene byanong ithoma kwa ya kwa gore una le bo di afro what una le gospel da, una le old school. O rata music mo bya? Or tswela pele ntle nkarabe.
Ke rata mood.
Yeah.
If I'm feeling jolly, I'll be jolly. If I'm feeling old school, I like everything. I welcome and embrace everything. I'm not selective. And I think that's another thing that helps me succeed in life. I understand that the universe will serve you everything that is supposed to serve you if you welcome it. So you attract what you are. So if on the inside you're going to be negative towards something, you're not going to be negative to it. So if you embrace everything, you'll learn something from anything and everything that comes into your life.
That's it.
Yes.
So what inspired this top 10? Because it spread.
It took me like a gospel because I'm a spiritual person. And then I came with all the songs that have actually been lifting me up through this pandemic. It's R&B music, yes, kitty love songs, but the message behind them talk a lot about my love for the things that I do. So I treat everything with so much love and so much care. You know, my position in the industry, my position in the cooking industry, my position everywhere, I treat it like a little baby. And I nurture it like a little baby. Like when I'm on bed rest because of this pandemic. So I need to still love myself and tell myself that even if this pandemic is here, it wasn't formed to prosper against me. It's a learning curve. Ke sharp curve ela ya hore wa itse ho e approach. Tshwantse o change gear. Swiftly.
Got timing and then o itsene
pele. Yeah.
So where do we get you hey? Abe monna ba bang ba nyako phanzela ba bang ba nyako ba coach ba bang ba nyako ba teacher ba nyako wena. So on social media, where can you find you?
Instagram, I am Zanele Pearl _Sibiya. Twitter, I am Zanele _Sibiya. Facebook, Kinna Zanele Sibiya. WhatsApp, Honali na Olaki. And my email address is zazagafsibiya@gmail.com. My professional pages are a lot, but if you follow me on any of those platforms, you'll see in my bio, my other pages are there. My cooking, my entertainment, my eventing. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Zanele. We celebrate
welcome.
you. You know, Women's Month, getting a phenomenal woman like you, somebody who's done so many things, somebody who's still gonna do a lot of things. It's so inspiring. We celebrate you as MLP. We wish you all the best in life. Now, we're going to play your top 10.
Thank you so much.
Be all right.
Yeah, get to know me.
Get to know you better.
Yeah.
Mara,
Thank you.
And keep it up. May God continue blessing you. We love you.
Thank you.
Chwede.